Hey everyone, it's Katie and I'm back with another video. So, as you guys know, I went and got my wisdom teeth out a couple weeks ago. It was an experience, let me tell you, but it wasn't the worst experience ever. For this video, I'm going to be talking about my wisdom teeth removal experience. In case you are watching this and you're getting your wisdom teeth out soon or planning on getting them out, I will give you a few tips on what to do for your recovery. So let's get right into the video. So on the days leading up to my wisdom teeth surgery, I definitely was starting to get a little nervous and a little anxious. Surgery is a very scary word. I would recommend, if you are going into your wisdom teeth removal surgery, don't think of the worst case scenario, because honestly it'll stress you out and more anxious. So on the day of my surgery, I got my wisdom teeth out, not even kidding you, at like the very crack ass of dawn. Like at 7:30 in the morning was when my surgery was scheduled. So when I was there for my surgery, I was definitely feeling it. I was very, very nervous. The nurse that I had for my wisdom teeth surgery was actually literally the sweetest person ever, and she was so nice, and she really helped me to feel calm and comfortable and ready for the surgery. If you're feeling nervous or stressed or whatever, tell your nurse, because he or she will calm you down, because the nurse I had really helped me to just like, because I was very, very, very nervous for it. If you were going under the general anesthetic, very nerve-wracking, I'm not even gonna lie. For me, I have been put under before, so this wasn't like the first time that I was under general anesthetic, but if it is your first time, it can be a little nerve-wracking, but to be quite honest, it is there for you to have a pain-free experience. So for me, when I was getting the anesthetic put in, I didn't even notice, to be honest. I didn't even realize. I was talking to the nurse, that's exactly what I was doing, and she was just talking to me, kind of like keeping my mind occupied. And I'm not kidding you, that anesthetic hit me hard. You know, typically when you go under anesthesia, like they tell you to count down from like either 100 or 10 or whatever. I literally did not even make it to the countdown. I was literally knocked out. I woke up and I did feel a little groggy and I felt extremely tired, which I feel like is normal for getting your wisdom teeth out. Expect to wake up feeling very groggy and very tired and just very like gross. Being said, everybody, it's different. Everybody reacts to things very differently, so your experience could be completely different to what I experienced. My surgery was pretty quick. To the surgeon's office like just a little bit before 7:30, and then I got discharged like just after 8:30, so I wasn't in there for long. Being said, my wisdom teeth were not impacted at all, so they were really easy to remove, and I had all four of mine. I got all four of mine out. So anyways, I came home and I just went to bed and slept. I was pretty tired, as I said, so I just slept. I didn't really feel any pain at all because there was still like freezing and numbing stuff in my mouth, so that is one good thing about the first day. You just feel like the effects of the general anesthetic. And my tip for day one is to just honestly relax and sleep and just really rest, because your body and your mouth went through something pretty traumatic. So I would very highly recommend resting and just relaxing. Try and get some sort of like fluid or sugar in you. Day two, however, is a whole other experience. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. I was in a lot of pain for day two. Anesthetic was gone and it wore off, and I'm not even kidding you, like I was in a lot of pain. Basically, from what I've heard and what my surgeon told me and nurses, is that day two is gonna be the worst. Fortunately, there's always gonna be one worse day. So day two is typically your worst day for wisdom teeth removal, so if you're getting them out, just be prepared. Day two is very uncomfortable. Going into day three, the swelling was big. I looked like a chipmunk. I had like the biggest chubby cheeks ever. Day three is also the peak day for swelling, so you will have the most swelling on day three, which is normal and fine. After day three, everything started to go really uphill from there. My mouth wasn't becoming as sore. Like, I wasn't in a lot of pain. Like, I had some muscle stiffness, but it wasn't like something I couldn't handle. I started eating more. So once you pass day 3 after getting your wisdom teeth out, everything will go uphill from there, I promise. If you're getting your wisdom teeth out, I have a few tips for you on how to survive post wisdom teeth surgery. Tip number 1 is to rest, and your surgeon will tell you this, your nurse will tell you this, everybody will tell you this. Rest is super important. Your body, as I mentioned before, has been through something pretty traumatic, so regenerating your body and energy is something that you really need. So my tip number 1 would be to rest and binge watch your favorite show. Number 2 is to eat liquids. I know this sucks. Sticking to drinking liquids and eating ice cream would be what I would recommend to eat. Tip number 3 would be to really follow what your surgeon says based on your medications. So you'll be prescribed some painkillers and some antibiotics and Advil and stuff like that. So I would really recommend you staying on top of your medications, because if you don't, it'll be very uncomfortable and painful. Stay on top of your medications. Make post-recovery better and a little quicker as well. Tip number 4 is to rinse your mouth with salt water and stay on top of really keeping your mouth like clean and getting rid of bacteria and all that. Your mouth holds a lot of bacteria from different foods and drinks. Anytime you drink like juice or Gatorade or have ice cream, I would really recommend rinsing your mouth after that. I know it's a pain, and I got really frustrated because every time I had like apple juice in a glass, I would go and rinse my mouth with salt water. And it is a pain, but if you do that, like your chance of getting infections or dry socket or anything like that decreases significantly. So I know it's a pain, but after every meal for the first, I would say, week, that's what I did for the first 7 days. Rinse your mouth with salt water, get a syringe and clean out your holes as well. Just keeping your mouth clean and just getting rid of all that bad bacteria is super important for not getting infections and preventing infections and preventing anything painful in the future. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to go give this video a thumbs up and make sure to go subscribe to my channel. That would honestly mean a whole lot to me. Make sure to put on my post notifications, because that way you'll be notified for every time I post a video. Also, make sure to go follow me on my social medias. The links will be in the description below, so make sure you go tap those follow buttons. If you are getting your wisdom teeth out soon or in the future, it's honestly not as bad as what I think people kind of make it out to be. Just follow the instructions that your surgeon and nurse give you and all the guidelines. Keep up with everything and you will be completely okay. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.